Recently read a really good quote, great people, really great people make you believe that you too can become great.
I remember the first day I went to school. I remember my first day very clearly. My mother took me to school and she actually approached my teacher to ask her to be kinder to me because I was a little bit slow. And I think that's really what made a big difference, the fact that that teacher took the care of building my confidence.
Then I had a professor who, every beginning of the semester, she would roll out a craft card. You can combine different eras and different traditions and not be limited with just a monitor screen.
And the new department head literally almost adopted me, and he sort of became my second father. My entire intellectual life changed. So he was the one that put my feet on the path of geography, and I have never turned back.
Learning about people, everybody that you're dealing with is on the same level as you, and you got to treat them that way. Treat them all the same.
Transitioning from being a mechanic, being a student who is taught things versus having to teach yourself, I can actually master this stuff on my own.
I had a wonderful teacher. She taught me to have empathy for other people.
I learned all the time. I never interviewed anybody that I thought was dull. So I made a point to try to learn from everybody.
I was playing with my dad, so I tried to teach him, but it was so difficult. And then later on, I was struggling, so I asked him for some tips. We're the same. If you resist, you'll never learn. And then all of a sudden, I just realized that I'm not learning because you resist.
By teaching, you learn something through and through. When students hand in final projects, then you can see this transformation. They show you what they know, and essentially that makes me feel like I'm doing my job.
I was an undergrad and I was a tutor. I helped an older woman learn what variance was. The look in her eye when she recognized that she had got it, and then I was a part of that.
It's wonderful to see a young person straining to understand something and then the light does go on. I think that's why people teach.
Seeing students make connections about how to let go of sort of my control of that information and figure out ways that it can affect other people's lives.
Highest art or highest design is life, and whenever it clicks, this is very exciting. Then I don't have to remind them to use certain skills they already have. They use all the crayons in the box.
You have to have the subject matter to be a teacher, but you have to be empathetic.
We as professors, we're still learning. It's like saying when I learned the piano. It's something you don't learn in a moment, yes.
Are you willing to learn? Okay, if I open up, just listen, not just to my dad, to everybody else, and I've learned so much more.
If parents are interested in school, that the students feel much more comfortable.
If they're passionate about the learning, then they are going to transfer that passion to the children.
I think everybody needs somebody to push them, hold their hand as you go along, and you learn it. You learn it together.
It is truly a profession of the mind. Essentially get paid to think, to establish a dialogue with others.